Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the channel. Let's go ahead and investigate some data today. As always, we're going to be importing pandas as PD. I'm going to create a new data frame, CSV. Info, let's go ahead and see. Okay, it seems like most of the data are in users and float, which is really a good thing. Let's go ahead and see if there's any null characters or empty value. Okay, there's just few. So let's go ahead and see the sample. I'm going to take 5 sample and see. Maybe it's total gross compensation. Okay, let's go ahead and see the head. Let's go ahead and ask Gemini. It's not going to be able to tell what it is because it does not know the context rate. So let's go ahead and df.describe. AMD. Let's go ahead and see the columns, even though we can see them. Let's go ahead and see the ones on the bottom. Look at T-Mobile. So let's go ahead and only view the company that has the negative. It's going to be smaller than 0. I'm going to be viewing all table. Sort values. Discovery Communication, T-Mobile US. TCC is total gross compensation. TRC is total release or realize compensation. This is the compensation that the CEO got. Total shareholders return. Okay, so for us, when we do DF.head, the thing that we care about is total TRC. This is the compensation. This is the total compensation that the CEO got, right? So we would want to df.sort values TRC. Let's go ahead and see the top 20. False. It has to be false to be able to see who got the highest compensation rate. Yeah, obviously, right? The highest compensation. Netflix is known to provide the compensation, the highest compensation. So let's go ahead and plot it. So we just want two tables, no lock. At this point, let's go ahead and remove these guys. So which rows do we want to see? We would want to see, sort it out by TRC. The TRC, right? The TRC. What are we trying to do? We are trying to sort. We would want to see all the rows. We just two columns, right? And the first one is going to be CEO. The other one is going to be TRC. And this is it. Sort values with ascending, and we just want to see head 10. Let's go ahead and see just top 10. This is how we wanted to see, and we're going to plot it kind of equals to So what we are going to be doing is we will copy this and paste it right here. You're going to leave the table so that we can validate the idea. And on the x-axis, it's going to be CEO. The x-axis, it is CEO. So what happens if we do the CEO, and it's TRC. It's not going to be able to plot it. So on the x-axis, we are going to put the CEO. And on the y-axis, we are going to be putting TRC. Okay, this is way better. Okay, this makes sense, right? Okay, what total gross compensation TGC is, okay, let's go ahead and try to make sense of all the columns first. Let's try to understand what these columns means, right? TGC is total gross compensation. TRC is total released compensation, which has already been released, right? Total gross compensation. Total gross compensation year, the year for which the total gross compensation is being reported and calculated. Okay, let's go ahead and do same for total gross compensation first. I'm going to display CEO, and the other one is going to be TGC. Here we are going to sort values with total gross compensation. Sending false. Let's go ahead and see. Sundar Pichai is the person who's getting the most total gross compensation. That kind. The plot. Okay, Sundar Pichai is the one. And here what we can also do is let's list out the company. Hopefully we do. This is a small typo. At a certain point, we do have to make sure that we don't have any typos at all. Okay, this here we are listing the CEOs, their company, and total gross compensation. The highest one, so it seems like it has already been sorted out by total gross compensation. Let's go ahead and see the yearly compensation that these CEOs are getting. Total gross compensation per year. There's a lot. We want to see all the rows, right? You want to see the CEO. We want to see the company, name of the company. One of the things that I realize is typing and speaking at the same time is not an easy task. Yeah, this is it. Right, sort values, ending head. Here we go. Okay, Fiat Chrysler. So let's go ahead and plot it out. Horizontal x-axis is going to be obviously CEO, and y is going to be CZC per year. Okay. This individual is getting the highest revenue reported per year.